Jai Bharat, once again back. My last video was disturbed and stopped. I don't know due to technical reasons or what reason. Well, no problem. It happens every day. It may be due to weather or some other condition of failure of signals. I cannot answer that. Well, I restart that. I was talking about our country, problems our country is facing, and what we as professionals and those highly educated people, you call them professionals, statutory professionals, and those people who are responsible in a way this country should be moving, and they are backbone of this country, and in particular they are top class doctors, engineers, and professors who are actually statutory functionaries who get their authority to practice their profession from certain statutes in this country. And statutes, you know what is that? There are millions in this country, no deficiency. There are millions of doctors, millions of engineers, and thousands of professors in our country. And our country is a big one, a mega society which needs support from its people in one way or another way. And we have a constitution which is a great document of world. This document, you can say a world document, because it applies to around 1.4 billion population out of 7 billion population of world. So you may not say this is just a document. This document is a world document actually, though officially it is our document, but it impacts all world society because we are a big country. We are a country of 1.4 billion people. This means if you just sum up European population, American population, England population, even those three areas would be lesser than our population. And if you just consider knowledge people, those people who are intellectuals, educated, you may say we have more than American population as our educated people. We may have more than England population educated people in this nation. And we should be proud of that. And we are proud of that. If I am not proud of that, I make myself, you can say, irrelevant. Fortunately, we have a constitution in this country. That constitution, which is very powerful document, and it is authored by people of this country. Every citizen is author of that, though real author is Dr. Ambedkar, but ultimately he named this document we people, and we people are author of this document. We have full authority on this document because this document states, mandates we people of this country, India, Bharat, having solemnly resolved to constitute Bharat, India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic, and to secure to its people justice, liberty, and equality, social justice, economic justice, political justice, equality, liberty for freedom, liberty to think, liberty to write, liberty to speak, liberty to worship, liberty to have any kind of faith, and equality of status and opportunity, so that everybody is awarded a right to enjoy individual dignity, the unity of people among them, and integrity of all people of this country, so that this nation becomes a master nation, a leading nation. And that's very important. And this was not agreed this year or the last year. It was decided first time on 26th November 1949 by complete society, all society of country, and fully commissioned on 26th January 1950, which we name our Republic Day, Ganatantra Divas, which is yet to come, because today I think only few days left for that precious day to come. But really, this time in 2020, which is a year of change, a year of revolution, a year of public movement, This year, you can say, a crying year, shouting, announcing year for change. This Republic Day raises a question mark. It's not a question of celebration. It's a question of concentration. It's a question of retrospection. It's a question of deep thinking, what we are, from where we started, and where do we have reached. Have we transferred something? Did we achieve something? Or how much we achieved? We have to evaluate our performance during period between 1947 and 2020. It's not celebration year, not at all. It's a year to mark red lines. Where did we make mistakes? Where did we correct? And what is left for correction? That is very important. What sort of people we had in 1947 and what sort of people we are now? What were standards in those days and what are standards now? A different study must be conducted by each and every citizen of this country. And citizen is important because citizen constitutes country. Citizens mean unit of population. Citizen means unit of Bharat. We have 144 units, 44 crore units in this country. And each unit is part of this country and must be regarded, must be respected by every other citizen. This is a preamble mandates that individual dignity must be established. And that is individual dignity. You may be newborn baby or you may be veteran. Everyone has dignity according to proportional management, according to proportional performance. Dignity of a worker on a field who's working in sun has same power as dignity of president of this country. There's no difference. Difference is performance and responsibility. Both are citizens of this country. No one can challenge that except in law. My citizenship cannot be challenged by anybody, whosoever big, howsoever big one may be. And this must be kept under surveillance of all those people who are highly profiled makeup people, highly profiled educated people, highly profiled responsible people, those on responsibilities towards others. It is your social responsibility of every educated person, every person who has mind, who has caliber, to take with him those who don't have. It's team development. It doesn't mean if I am very qualified, can be leader, I can lead others, then I must lead others. For that, I have to tolerate. I cannot move alone because life is never alone. Life never moves alone. Everybody is dependent on others, whoever others could be. Just like that, if you want to do something, you cannot on your own move. You have to take with you all those who support you. It's a team work in every field, everywhere. So we must be responsible to ourselves. We must be responsible to society. We must be responsible to people who need us. And we must extend our help to those who need us. It's both ways. It's a chain development. It's a chain management. No one is solely independent. Independence means restricted independence, and government means restricted government. Public means restricted public, because restriction doesn't mean chaining, restriction doesn't mean grilling, but measurement within provisions of law. Constitution, which is a crown on every citizen of this country. Every person, every citizen of this country is like a prince. Though we are not princely states, we are not kings, yet you may say valuation like that. You should think that you are prince or princess or queen or king of this country because we are moving ourselves. There is no other country that rules us. We are ruling ourselves under umbrella of constitution of this country. And that constitution is our constitution. We are authors, we are authority of this constitution. That must be kept in mind of every person of this country, every citizen of this country, and top responsibility must be shared by those who are intellectuals, who are engineers, doctors, professors, lecturers, military guys, defense guys, government top employees, and all educated profile of this country. They are first responsible for this one. It doesn't matter if you are government employee, you cannot think of this. You have top responsibility because you have undergone oath of allegiance and to comply this constitution, from president to lowest degree employee, lowest level employee, all have undergone oath of compliance to this constitution, and every citizen has got allegiance to this constitution. So directly everybody is bound to abide by constitution according to fundamental duties enshrined within constitution under article 51A of Constitution of India. You go and read that. You are required to abide by constitution. This is not moral responsibility, this is constitutional responsibility. And if you do not that, you cause harm to your nation. This means you cause harm to yourself, you cause harm to your society. Must be clear in everybody's mind that you owe your responsibility to this nation, and if you don't do that, you can be called anti-national. That is where I can say you're anti-national. Though it's not legal, yet it's moral. Howsoever big you are, Constitution is higher than you. Don't forget that. Because this is not your individual constitution, this is country's constitution. Being a doctor, being an engineer, you have to think. You have to think for this nation first. If you are in this nation, then your profession. Your profession must give to nation everything it seeks from you, not just isolating yourself, fearing that, oh, government shall fine you, government shall harm you, and I don't want to do this, because why should I worry about this nation? You have to worry about this nation. Time has gone. Those times have gone. Now it is 2020, 2020 years, a year of declaration that we understand constitution, and constitution also seeking that you declare it again. We got this constitution in 1950, but we slept and constitution slept. Both slept. Because we didn't want to struggle. We avoided struggle. For us, money was more important than struggle. Our family was more important than struggle. Our survivors are more important than struggle. This was common contemplation, common consideration by all citizens of this country. And this usually happened. I don't understand why. 1947 to 1857 was a sheer period, was a period where we were constructing our future. We were fighting for our future. In those days, a period of 9 decades is not a small one, but it moved us to some level of existence. You can say zero level. You can consider 1947 as zero level, below which minus level, you can say 90 years of minus coordinate, minus x-axis. If you go to positive side, we have started 1947, and then we got constitution finally commissioned in 1950 onwards. So commissioning of 1950 can be constitutional zero period, and now we are in 2020, a journey of 1947 to 2020, a good one, keeping in view that it was initial journey, it was, you can say, threshold journey. That time has come. It is 2020, and we people are, of course, well reliable now. We have potential of those who can think, and we have potential of those who are brilliant intellectuals and who can keep progress of this country simultaneously keeping intellectualism. And it is the responsibility of intellectual people keeping apart from politics, keeping apart from government, to independently think for the nation. This is first job they have to do. They must do. And if they don't do, they deceive self. They deceive their own humanity. They deceive freedom of this country. They deceive blood of this country. They deceive structure of this country and people of this country. Maybe they are too much educated, but they should not forget your education. You have to pay back to these people. Whatever you got educated in, where you got advanced education, it's all because of power of this country. Had you not gone to school, had you not gone to first degree, you would not have done anything. So you have indebted. You have to give back that money you use for yourself. You are earning money professionally, but you have pay back morally, spiritually, because you are a member of this country. Those who have left this country, I'm not talking of them, because they have left their allegiance to Constitution. Maybe they are positive with this, I don't know. They have to see themselves. But those who are integrated with this country, who are part of this country, who involve themselves with the country, they must extend their valuable cooperation to those people of country who are struggling. 2020 is not a normal year for this country. It is second freedom. It is freedom from fear. It is freedom from forgetting Constitution. We have to remember Constitution. We had forgotten. These political people had forced us to forget Constitution. Though they speak of that, but for us, for our involvement, they had forgotten. They forced us not to think of Constitution, and that was our drawback. That was our weakness. We forgot it, and we are suffering. If you forget your identity, you will suffer. This is very basic. We were educated, we are citizens, we just remember that we are citizens, and that's it. We did not understand that this citizen is not by nature, this citizenship is by Constitution. We didn't remember that our survival is because of this Constitution. We didn't remember that our education was because of this Constitution. We did not remember that our benefits, our subsidies, and our all other indirect benefits that every one of us got come because of this Constitution. You could never purchase education. You are given benefits, you are given free consultation, free teachers, free schools. That's why you got up qualified from your school graduation. Then you got up into colleges of first degree. You got qualified there and became doctor and engineers. Some got diploma, some got degrees, some got something and some got something. That was because of social contribution, like a welfare state. Though officially we are not welfare state, but doesn't matter. We got benefits. You can say now education may be on sale, but in those times it was not on sale. If you start from 1947 and go up to even 1990s or 1980s, you'll find education was not that expensive that has become now. But don't forget, education is right of everybody. Everybody has got a right. And when it is right, it demands also something. Right is directly proportional to duty. This is a basic principle. If you want right in something, you have to do job. If you want salary, if you want salary is right, you have to do job in exchange. That is basic one. If you want to pay something, you have to buy, or if you want to sell something, you have to take money. It's both ways. So if you want right on this country, you have to do duty also in this country. Government is not my country. I am country, your country. Government is my servant. Government of India or government of states, they have to serve me. This is the Constitution. There is no way out. You have to be clear. Apart from profession, you have to think for generality. You have to think for society. That's called civical understanding. You have to be a responsive citizen. You have to be responsive and considerate and conducive. You have to keep your identities located somewhere in chain of society. But we have been isolated by these people who just want their survival, not public survival. It's no question of criticism, it's expression of reality, expression of thought. My thought doesn't mean you think that way. I'm not claiming that, and I'm not commanding that, because I'm no one to command. You are your commander, you are your judge, you have to decide for yourself. I am thinking my way, I am imagining that people should be like this. You may not agree with me, no problem. You think your way. You think where you are responsible. Do you have any responsibility location somewhere in these institutions or not? Or you are just limiting your life to your profession and to your money you are getting from that? You have to keep your soul related to money or related to responsibility and duty and obligations. Everybody is not only one thing. Everybody has many attractions, dependence, links to everyone. Maybe we don't know each other, but as citizens of this country, we are related. We may not each other, we may not know face of each other, we may not know names of each other, but once we belong to this country, we are one. Maybe here we don't recognize that, but when you go overseas, you go abroad, you see each other. When you say I am from this country, a natural attraction is created. Its mandate is created, and we are unified. Because when you're sitting apart, a mountain looks fine, attractive when you are distant. When you sit distant, you are located distant, you find this is very fine. Same thing happens when we leave our country, go outside and meet together, we find a positive attraction. And we are here in this country, that attraction doesn't mean anything. This happens because that is relative area. This is not relative area, this is our area. We are our own management here, and we all are same. There is no responsibility. Now, a big revolution is going on in this country. You may call it revolution, you may call it movement, you may call it leaderless movement. Even in 1857 to 47, this was not leaderless movement. There were many social leaders, but this is an extraordinary, outstanding type of public movement. I don't know how it started. I don't know. And nobody knows. Because generally we say there should be some leader for a movement. People conceive that way. There must be some leader. But in this case, everybody is leader. Public is leader of itself. Every person who is talking, for example, I am speaking here or I speak from road, it's mean same thing. Lakhs and lakhs of people start turning and joining roads, streets. Yes, issue is CAA or NRC or NPR. That is different. I'm not confining to those issues because those issues are going to be resolved. I'm not grilling myself by those issues, but by constitution. Those issues are, of course, relative. People are talking about that, let them talk. I also understand them, you also understand them. And if you don't understand them, better understand them. My welcome statement is to awareness, reality that people are realizing. Facts people are realizing. I never imagined or even anticipated till 1 month back or 2 months back that there shall be a social aggression. I am giving word aggression because people are pouring in from all sections of society, and that is where I have to salute them. I salute all society of these people of society of this country, that without leaders they are pouring in, and that is great achievement. I think is achievement first time, not in this country, not only in this country, but from all over the world. You shall not find such type of revolutionary movement anywhere in other countries. They are beaten, they are doing that. For example, Hong Kong, there was something, they did it without leaders. Lebanon, they are doing without leaders. But our movement is different. It's constitutional movement. It's not NRC or CAA. These are just part of this movement, but movement is constitutional movement. And when it's constitutional movement, this is national movement. This is a kind of freedom movement. Freedom. This is not freedom from British. This is freedom from our own. This is freedom from negativism. This is freedom from those who don't understand this nation. This is freedom from those who want to suppress oppressed people, who want to suppress poor, who want to loot this country, who are destroying this country, who are destroying our constitution. This is that movement. We are facing all problems in this country. There is no section left in our country which is not in turmoil, which is not in plight, which is not in its bad state. Economy you can take, agriculture you can take, industry you can take, and commercial you can take, education you can take, health you can take, environment you can take, politics you can take. You take, you consider, you refer any section of our nation, you shall find turmoil, turbulence, peaceless environment, pollution everywhere. Pollution in minds, pollution in air, pollution in hearts, pollution in society, pollution in politics. You go to every field, pollution exists. And that is where danger exists. It's not a simple issue of CAA. It's issue of constitution. Bharat ka Samvidhan. Everybody is required to understand this. Don't understand government. Don't understand president. Don't understand prime minister. They are all temporary toys. They keep moving from one location to another location. But constitution is stationary and permanent. There is no power in this country which can change constitution except power of people. Not power of government, not power of president, not power of Supreme Court, not power of someone else. Only and only people of this country have to uphold this or to negativate this. No one else. And this is the voice of people that have insight. You cannot bring encountering people say, no, you are talking of CAA opposition and we are talking of CAA opposition support. No, that's not an answer. Question is not of CAA. Question is not of NRC. Question of something else. Question is of my constitution. Because this is father of CAA, this is father of NRC, and this is father of every citizen of this country. Mental father. Power of father. Spiritual father. I'm not talking of biological father. I'm talking of father of thought, father of contemplation, father of mind, and father of talking, and father of writing, and father of discussions, and father of conferences, and father of law, and father of legislature, and father of every field in this country. I cannot explain like advocate explains. I will explain like a layman explains. If there is no constitution, you stay in jungle, in forest, in desert. Then this country shall become desert, shall become lawless. Do you want that situation? You imagine there is no constitution, and what happens? What happens then? You are constitutionless. Who will be responsible to whom? Everybody is king. Everybody is responsible with no responsibility, with no accountability. This constitution is not a document, it's not a book of law. This constitution is a structure of ourselves, how we have to conduct to each other, how we have to respond to each other and to whole world. This is that point of view. This is that constructive field, constructive professional sphere, unseen one, which binds everyone. Constitution maybe those who designed this did not take it that way, but now we have minds to think, we have minds to concentrate. We cannot leave this document as document only. It's not that. Of course, it can be modified, it can be amended, it can be qualified, it can be updated, it can be qualified, it can be given more value. That can be done. But condemnation, quitting it, would not serve any purpose. And then we shall not become a country. We shall be a jungle, a forest. You can say an area like, you can say those where there was no law. And there is no such area. Even in those areas where Adivasis stay, law exists, their own law. Just like in your family you manage, you make their own rules, you conduct that way, though rules may not be written, but verbatim, there too rule works. So contemplation of this constitution, just a book, won't give you anything. This is applicable to each citizen in one way or other. We have to understand it. As much as better it would be, it will be much better if you try to get whole of this into your minds with complete understanding, not just reading. If I just read preambles, and if I say, oh, I have understood this, no. That is not an answer. You have to understand at least something out of that. You have to understand relations that exist between a citizen and constitution. A relationship that exists between a citizen and judiciary. A relationship that exists between citizen and legislature, citizen and executive, and citizen and non-constitutional institutions, relations between citizen and citizen, relation between this constitution and nation, relation between our nation and world. This must be known to everyone, at least at level of general knowledge, if not thorough knowledge, not special knowledge. If you don't understand that, you miss society. It happens same way. If you are in a society, in your caste or in religion somewhere, you think they are related to you. You call it brotherly or whatever you may call it. You are directly or indirectly related to you. Those people who gather sometime once a while on certain occasion of death or birth, or occasion of marriage, or occasion of some other ritual. You meet and consider yourself as unit, as caste, as brother. That you accept. This is not legal, yet you accept that. But this is legal, this is binding, this is forceful, this can be enforced if you are in this country and enjoying citizenship. You are enjoying some power from this constitution and you are saying, I don't know this. You are applying for passport, you are saying, I don't know this. You can't say. You are having government office and you are saying, I don't know this. You are in government service and you say, I don't know constitution. This has got no relative answer. This is abuse of answer, abuse of question. Maybe you don't remember, but you are part of government, means you are bound by constitution. You are part of public, you are bound by constitution. You are part of wherever, you are bound by constitution. Everybody is bound by constitution. When you are bound by this, why don't you understand this? If somebody comes and thrashes you, get lost, this constitution not for you, and you say yes, can you say? Ask yourself. If I come and say, hey, gentlemen, listen, this constitution is my one, you are not related to this one, what shall you respond? Shall you accept this or reject this? You have to think. Don't sleep, think. Sleeping is good for health, but excessive sleeping is bad for health. Excessive sleeping means your brain shall also stop working. During a sleep, when brain doesn't sleep, yet it needs rest. Some of its cells remain down, settled. Active cells go to sleep while dream cells work. I'm not going to talk about this, I'm not expert of that. Yet common sense speaks that when I see dreams, I get relief. This means there are cells which are in dream, and those cells which are active in daytime or non-sleeping time, those have rested. That's what I'm saying. We are responsible citizens, and we are not responsible just saying I'm responsible just by this statement, I'm responsible. No. I have to be active responsible as citizen. When I say I'm citizen of this country, I must be. As if I say I'm an engineer, I must be. Just speaking that I'm an engineer and I don't know about engineering, I cannot claim that I'm an engineer. Same thing applies to every professional and every other. You say I am this, and if you're not that, you're not that. If I'm a citizen, I must be a citizen. I must think for nation. That is my requirement. I least bother who is in government, who is not in government, who should be there, who shouldn't be there. That I have to think only when I stay at that location. And that is when you have to elect your representative, that time you have to think that, not every time. But remember, even when you are on the road, Constitution applies. When you are overseas, Constitution applies. It applies. So if it applies everywhere, why don't we have awareness of this? People are on road because now, why? You have thought of. I am also clear, whole country is not on road, but representation is on road. This is quite alarming. This is quite alarming. It would not be alarming if this was supported by certain political power, BJP, Congress, CPI, CPM. If they were behind this, I would not have regarded this motion, this movement, this revolution as powerful. But when common man comes behind this, when there's no organized group that is supporting this, people are supporting this, this means this is a mass movement, this is public movement, and this speaks a lot. It speaks a lot. When it is against government, it speaks a lot. When it's against the parliament, it speaks a lot. It speaks a lot. You have to realize value of this scale, what people are talking of. Just in a couple of months, or not even couple of months, in 1 or 2 months, national scenario has changed. Those people who had been sleeping for decades have awoken suddenly, or if not all the part of those. It's really miraculous. It's really miraculous. We used to call such leaders charismatic. This prime minister is charismatic. This prime minister is a magnet who pulls people. But this movement is surprisingly natural movement, bursting movement. This movement is equivalent to freedom movement. Of course, freedom movement. This movement is equal to freedom of expression movement. freedom of crying movement, freedom of movement which seeks to avail power of constitution, a movement which declares that this constitution is mine, which declares that this nation is mine, which declares that this is not political people nation, it declares that this is citizens nation. This is a brilliant movement. When movement is brilliant, this means people are brilliant. They were sleeping, of course, but they were brilliant. And if it starts by power of student, it's more brilliant, because analysis must have been done somewhere. People must have been frustrated. People must have been upset by politics. People have been upset by those in power, and people must have been upset by those who are supposed to be in power through opposition. Opposition is also a power, don't forget. It's not ruling power, but it's encountering power. It is reciprocal power. It's an audit power. It's an investigative power. It's a check power. It's a proofreading power. We have to think in many ways. We have to think in our own ways. We have to discover terminology ourselves. We have to discover titles ourselves. We have to decide what applies to us ourselves. Nobody shall come to decide. And when minds are developed, when maturity exists, when pragmatism exists, we can decide it. We don't need a leader for that, because everybody is leader here. Everybody is serious here. Leaders were never serious. Leaders, political leaders were never serious. And now they're all at back. They have been pushed back. Government has been pushed back, thrown back. Opposition has been thrown back. Otherwise, general consideration is, general, you can say, equation is, when there is problem for government, opposition takes benefit of that. This is natural. But here it doesn't apply. Government is forgotten. Opposition is forgotten. All are forgotten. People remember Constitution. Big achievement. Hell with opposition and hell with government. People are there as government, as an opposition. Means government is being condemned and opposition is being replaced by public. That mathematical consideration that opposition generates itself if there is no opposition, that is coming true. That is being proven. When there is no opposition, automatic opposition generates. It is generating. It doesn't mean a formula. It doesn't need something. It just generates automatically. This means this is a philosophy. If you don't have something, you invent it. If you need something and you don't have support, you research and find it. And that is what it is. You can say this movement is based on innovation. This movement is based on public research. This is not scientific research, social research. This is called social change. This is called public change. This is called national change. And this is called constitutional empowerment, I can say. This is political empowerment of people without leaders. This can lead to considerable changes, to multitude of changes in future. Now it has been decided by this movement, do we need political parties or we need people's party? This has to be decided. And this is going to that direction. Government is fearing. Government is scared because government failed. If a government cannot speak to opposition, If a government cannot to speak to its people, cannot speak to its youth, cannot speak to students, what sort of government is that? Government should be equal to parent and teacher, should be equal to guide and guardian. But on that level, all levels, executive has failed, legislature has failed, and to some extent, judiciary has failed. All have failed. But public should fail, you think? Why should they fail? They are owner of this country. They have to resort out. They have to solve problems because public faces problem, not government. Public faces problem, not legislature. Public faces problem, not judiciary. So it is public home. This country is home for public, not for government. Government is a service provider. Legislature is a service provider. Judiciary is a service provider. All are service providers. Service providers can keep coming and going. They are awarded job or not awarded job. That is different. But people stay. And these organs must stay. But they are not staying. They are running away. Political science says, economics, you can say judicial science says or law science says that even if country is broken, judiciary must work. That hasn't happened. People have decided to come to roads, must be known what's the reason behind. Again I say, 140 crore people cannot constitute a parliament on their own. They can constitute a parliament through representatives. That is fact. But those representatives must be responsive, must be, you can say, conducive to work, must be reliable. Not in one sense, in every sense. But that failed. It failed. When it failed something, this means people's aspirations failed, people's requirements failed, people could not see what they wanted, people did not find what they wanted. They were frustrated. They have been frustrated for years. They have been frustrated for decades. Yes, previously they were frustrated little, maybe 20%, 30%, 40%. Regime changed in 2014. Frustration continued, intensified, multiplied, and at 2019 end, frustration surged. Container was full, it started pouring out, and 2020 it has burst. Anger has come out, anguish has come out. System's failure is critical. System could not manage people. That happened. If our service providers thinks there are honors, that is wrong. They are not honors. People are honors. We need return for what we pay. If we pay taxes, if you pay our contribution, you must get back. You have no right to spoil nation. This is public nation. This is not English nation. This is public nation. This is not MP nation. This is public nation, citizens nation, common man nation, common public nation, not political parties nation. This is nation of a unit which is citizen. Citizen plus citizen plus citizen constitute this nation, and citizenship is not something certification. No, it's not a certification. It's original. It is original. no one can challenge it. And if someone challenges, that person challenges its own survival, its own existence. We have to see it in that angle, in that focus. If one thinks that person is above this nation, that person is foolish. Government is not working for that purpose. Government has to serve society according to mandate of constitution, and not only government, executive, legislature as well as judiciary are also required to function according to mandate of constitution. No one can deny that, because all are bound by power of constitution, by mandate of constitution. We are bound by our rights and duties in combination. You cannot claim rights if you don't dispose your duty, and this is for all. Those who are very well educated in this country have to open their eyes, have to open their minds. If education cannot open your mind, no one can open your mind. If you want to remain sleeping, remain sleeping. You will lose your character, you will lose your power, you will lose your value. This is time now for every citizen to come up, to rise to occasion. Forget government and forget judiciary and forget everything. They are ours. They would work for us because they are paid. They are not our gods. We are responsible for ourselves. It's citizen. It's our money they are making this country. It's our work, our hard work, our involvement that is making this country. And constitution is our guide, our director, our script writer, everything. We have to change our mind, change our elementary thinking. And I am really proud of those people who are not very advanced, but at elementary level, and they are speaking, they are talking, they are exhibiting their seriousness, where those who are so mature and pragmatic and much more knowledgeable, they are sitting behind sleeping. It was their duty to come forward, but they didn't come forward. They missed it. They missed this threshold initiation. Threshold wanted to welcome them, but they missed that threshold. So they have to join this movement somewhere else. If you don't join this movement, you will miss yourself. You shall have a feeling throughout incoming times that you miss something for this nation. We had dispute, we have fight, we have, you can say, encountering morally and spiritually with British. These guys were foreigners. They neither knew us well, and we never knew them well. They were opportunity owners, but we are real owners. Well, they were pushed out by whatever means, whoever is responsible for that, everybody is responsible for that. But when you have internal enemy, it is very difficult to identify that enemy. It's very difficult. Example is yesterday's Devinder Singh, police guy, DSP. That is a great example. Current example, burning example. What else do you want? Police force is having such anti-nationals. Maybe other forces too do have. I don't know. But there is something. People are like that. This means there are internal enemies which we have not uncovered. And that they will not be uncovered, of course. But those who are uncovered, whatever by chance, is shocking. Do you want to face the shocks in futures? It is because everybody thinks there is no law, there is no country, there is no system. This is generated thinking. Though there is system, there is law, there is constitution, there are institutions, there are organs, there is a nation. But in contemplation, there is nothing. You talk to everybody, oh, there is nothing. There is no law. Who bothers? Yes, they are also right. There is no law. Law means it should be seen. Judiciary means it should be seen. It's not seen, it's felt. Of course, if judiciary delivers a judgment in 20 years, 30 years, it's no judiciary, this means. It's not judiciary. If parliament doesn't decide in time, it's no parliament. If government doesn't act, it's no government. And if doctor doesn't act in time, certainly patients will die. If engineer doesn't act in time, certainly building will collapse, bridge will collapse. Certainly, if IS doesn't in time, government shall not work. If employee doesn't work in time, government shall not work. But they will not burn something. Whereas engineers and doctors are responsible for existence of society. If there is no doctor, all will be patients, all will be sick. If there is no engineer, there will be forest everywhere. There will be no development. These two positions in every nation are always different. Distinguished, you can say. Original distinguished, not reliable distinguished, not related distinguished, but other professions are related. Example is management professionals. What are they? Computer professionals, what are they? You have to consider. We cannot say they are neglected, but they have different relation to society. If there is no management personnel, society cannot stop development. If industry exists, if development exists, management is required. If people exist, health is required. These two professions are completely lead professionals, threshold professionals. There may be money or no money, health is required. There is money or no money, some development is required. You have to take loan, but you have to develop for society. And it happens everywhere. That's what I say. These two professions, medical and engineering, are fundamental professionals. Are professionals who are responsible, irrespective of definition or no definition. They are defined by words, by faces, and by profession itself. Once you are engineer or doctor, it doesn't mean you need some authority from someone. You are self-declared authority because of your profession. And you have to serve that. And because you are distinguished, you are number one. You are number one for nation also. All people look at you for solutions. For treatment, face of doctor is looked. His competency is requested. His competency is trusted. And that happens with engineer also. And if these both professionals go back, they don't work for you, shall you survive healthy and developed? Ask this question yourself. I know that these are very brief professionals. They are busy in thoughts, in work, everywhere. But just limiting yourself to that does not solve problem. If people are not happy, if public is not happy, they are in torture, they are in tormenting state, they are shocked, you say, always think what will happen. Just like to patient, doctor says, no, you'll get recovered, don't worry. Half is gone, half shall go. A psychological impact doctor makes. Engineer has to do the same. Oh, I'll deliver this, don't worry. It will be very nice, good quality. These two must work in society. Though this is just psychological impact, yet it works. Remember German, how it developed. Remember England, how it developed. Remember America, how it developed. America had nothing of its own. They didn't have engineers of their own. They bought from others. They imported engineers from abroad. Same thing. England had science. England had no engineering. Science England had, it developed. But we had nothing. We are importing from everywhere. We have no our own original codes. We have no original medical professionals. We are all importing and buying them. Yet we are failing. Why? We have no quality in engineering in products, and we have no good health, cheap health, economical health facility available. This means engineering is sold and medical services sold. Are we living in a state of selling? Okay, you sell, no problem, but your moral do you sell? Your allegiance to your country you sell, or you neglect? Is it right? I am proud of those common people, of veteran females, senior females, veteran gentlemen, and young children, young students, adolescents, and all public on streets. Though you are considering them against the government, against regime, I am not considering that way. There is nothing against government. Why should we say against government? It is against governments it's working, not against them. We are not against anybody. You have to perform. Government is there to perform, not to be fool people. Parliament is there to work for people. Executive is there to work for people. Judiciary is there to work for people. But they are all in denial mode. Denial mode cannot be accepted. Why you are in denial mode? Yes, something is right or something is not right. Debate on that. But you are not ready to debate. And what for parliament is there? What is function of parliament if they don't want to debate? Why do we keep parliament then? What's the purpose of government then if it doesn't think of people? It's duty of government to talk to people. If they cannot talk, they cannot say they are government. We are not sitting here for just your signatures or your notifications. Remember, public is above all. Institutions. Public is above parliament legally. Constitution mandates that. We people. Remember, we people means we are author of constitution. It is our constitution. We gave it to ourselves, and you are our institutions, means you have to report to us. You may be legislature, but delegated legislature, because we are real legislature. Public is real legislature. In essence, we are legislature because we delegated to you this responsibility, and you are fighting with us. You are telling us, I don't know this. I don't understand this. You explain how you don't understand. You explain, you did not explain. You are saying whatever you do is acceptable. No, I don't accept this. What you have answered? I don't accept this. Finished. You answer me. Explain to me. I am citizen of this country. I am paying you for that. I am paying you money, cars, bungalows, facilities. My money you are taking. And you are riding on me. Provide your service of legislative business. That's it. And same thing applies to executive. You are also not my master. You are also bound by constitution as I am bound. And you are also paid. You are not doing any service free. Serve or go. This is what public wants. This is not village life. Jamidar I am, Savukar I am, listen to me. No. This is constitutional management. Constitution has defined everyone. And you cannot say no. Because you have taken oath of office, oath of secrecy. You have to work on that. And if you forgot oath, this is your bad luck. Public has not forgotten. Public was silent, of course. Public had been sleeping because they trusted you. And not you. All previous governments they trusted. And all previous governments have cheated people. Cheated one way or other way. No need of explaining that. History knows that. But remember, when public outbursts, it's more effective than power of a nuclear bomb. Silence is more serious than explosion. Silence means unknown danger. Explosion means known danger. Explosion kills some area, burns some area, but silence means cyclone, tsunami, or unknown danger which we can't even foresee. So don't underestimate public. Public may not be brilliant. Public may not be knowing constitution, but public know there is a constitution. That is other. If 90 years old lady comes on road, or more than 90 or 100 years guy comes on roads, you can assess a scale of seriousness. There exists. But your minds are closed, locked. You cannot even assess that. That is your problem. Remember, power of public cannot be defeated. Public power cannot be defeated. And you are trying to defeat that. It's not going to happen. And I am really happy that people are talking, they are speaking. They may be wrong, but they have come up. That is a big thing. That is a big achievement. I like it. That such movement can change complete scenario of our country. Our country, people take everything for granted. If you go somewhere, this work is not good. Chalta hai yaar, leave it, who bothers? Yes, who bothers? I'm really very surprised why people are not serious, why they were not serious, and why those people who are working on it are serious. You are spending money and not getting things back. You are not delivering goods. You are not getting delivery of goods. Remember, construction activity, development activity in every country is very expensive. And of course, it requires majority of budget. It happens here also. I just give an example. And I'm very upset with that. I had taken few photographs, more than 60-70 photographs from certain works that are being conducted in this state, in this area. That's called Smart City. Faridabad is Smart City. You know all that. I put this on their website. Faridabad Smart City Limited Company website. They didn't like it. I just posted there many times. And yesterday I was just watching what action they have taken. Those all steps were removed. I was shocked. We are just removing something because there is some complaint. Is that way we can solve problems? I am a citizen. I am a professional. I wanted something to do for this nation. I have just gone to those sites, to photographs of bad work and posted on their website. And they took it as a complaint against. I just reported to them these removed photographs and was simply this information is not available on their Facebook. Am I enemy of this country? As citizen, by my right, I have the right. But this is happening. People, those who are not responsible, who don't know of this country, they are trying to remove those records. This does not lead to development. This does not lead to constructive management. This leads to robbery. This leads to denying states. You are denying why you are speaking. You are spending public money on development. Even if it is your own home, I would say this quality is bad, though you don't accept that. Because my conscience weeps, my mind weeps, why they are wasting natural material. It is natural resource. Though you are owning this, yet it is natural. If tomorrow something happens, people shall die. What shall happen to you? You will not die. Because we are not serious. There are millions of engineers in this country, in every field. yet there is no quality product. And all have certifications of IS 9001, 2008 or 2015. With great words they are posting on their advertisement, IS 9000 certification and certification. But products are rubbish. What's the meaning of this certification? There's no relevance. Quality certification must give you reliable product, performing product, serving product. But you are not getting that. So it happens in engineering products. It happens in medical services delivery. So it must happen in political management. It must happen in parliament. There is no quality legislation delivered. There is no quality service delivered. There is no quality judicial judgment delivered. What's delivered? This means this attitude of ignorance is spread all over. Just in 70 years, 72 years, we have done a lot in valuing ignorance, valuing negligence, valuing carelessness, and direction of duty. Direction of duty. We don't value duty. We only value rights and privileges. You need your rights, you need your privileges, you need your VIP status, and you need your professional status, but you don't care for others. You don't care for duty, you don't care for responsibility, you don't care obligation, and your moral. Your moral is that way we are running. If we have to run like this, we don't need government, we don't need parliament. Even if your laws don't work, your statutes don't work, so we are working our way. So why do we need all this? If our prime minister cannot work where it is required, he just talks, our president signs, and our judiciaries give dates, so why we need all this? What for? Why I have to spend my money on those institutions, on those organs? This means constitution is destructed directly. There's no meaning of constitution at all. So we are in jungle, we are in forest. That is a serious issue. If you talk to anybody, whoever, leave it here. Let them do what they are doing. Ignoring attitude, setting aside attitude, and I am citizen. I am claiming I am citizen, give me my rights. How many of us are true to our duties, those in jobs or those in powerful positions? How many percent of them have analyzed themselves? Have they ever self-reported their performance? Self-reporting is very important. Just like you say, self-evaluate yourself. Give your own evaluation of your work done. Then we will see what you have done. Previously, it was not considered worth, because somebody else should say you are good. But now, it is a requirement that you have to self-declare yourself. Evaluate yourself. How many of us have done that? Every company gives you our policy of quality, our policy of safety. Every department says that we want posters, we want tags, or we want performance. Nation has to decide. This is for all government sector, private sector, all same, no difference. Only tags are there, nothing else. My relation to my constitution is that I am related to legislature, I am related to executive, I am related to judiciary, I am related to public, I am related to nation, to defense forces, everywhere. This is my various relations other than social relations. These are my constitutional relations as citizen. Did you ever think that? Why not to think that? I have every right to be related to these institutions, to these organs of nation, because somewhere, directly or indirectly, I am involved with them. I am appointing them directly or indirectly. I am trusting them. But my trust is demolished. Why should I accept that? Are you not related to legislature? Think of everyone votes. This means you send your representative. Though you are not electing your representative practically, you are electing something else. That is your stupidity. That is your ignorance. You don't know what is that to be elected. But you are sending your representative there in status of MLA or MP. What does it mean? Means you are appointing your person, representative, to work for you. But have you ever retrospected that, whether or not that representative is working for you? You say, oh no, he's MP, he is the highest designation, he has some status. Of course he has a status. He has a status. What does a status mean? Not to work. Does status means ignore? Does status mean not to know what you have to do? My voting to you, MP, means I have finished you, I have forgot you. Do I no have responsibility? Should I have no other responsibility? Have I no right to ask you? Have I no raise questions to you? Why no? I am awakened citizen. I am open-eyed citizen. I am not dead brain. If I am dead brain, you will be happy. Yes, you will be happy. Oh, citizens are sleeping. Very good. You want that time? Yes, you want that time. But I, year 2020, I have stopped that privilege for you. As a citizen, as an individual, I am changing myself. By this talk, I am changing my attitude that I will start talking to you, my representative. It is my right, constitutional right. Constitution says in Article 81, read that, constitutional Article 81, that I have to constitute Lok Sabha. It is a great question mark on every citizen of this country, because we do not read Constitution and it is left blank. Constitution did not make any mistake. Mistake was made by me. I never understood what Constitution gave me, because I never opened Constitution. I opened my professional books, not my national book. I never knew what was my right, and that ignorance was enjoyed by these people, these representatives. They consider themselves honors rather than they consider me honor. That is where we have failed our society, we have failed our nation, we have entirely polluted our system. That is where we have to research, we have to reignite, we have to rekindle our light so that we move away from darkness into illumination. As high lux as we can achieve, we have to achieve. Just like in library you need 500 lux or more, you should achieve here unit of light, unit of illumination. And until we don't do that, these people shall sit on our heads, enjoying their life and suppressing us. I have to understand my relation, because this is permanent relation. Though I am not there in legislature, I am not member there, yet I am honor of that legislature. I am voting to someone. This means that person is mine. That person, if elected, has to work for me and for every voter of that constituency. That is my right to question, and I ask every part of electors, every elector, to talk same way. And if you cannot talk that way, you are not helping your nation to move forward. Question is not this that you sit with him. No. You ask question. Because you are paying not money, you are paying trust. You are investing your trust in that person. I am not directly related to executive. No citizen is directly related to executive election. I have no power endowed on me by constitution to elect executive or person in executive. I have no power. I cannot elect council of ministers, and I cannot elect a person located at head of council of ministers under article 74 of constitution. That is called definition of prime minister and council of ministers, who is appointed by president of this country. So I am not president, but I appoint president indirectly. President appoints prime minister. So why should I jump onto that level which I cannot do? I can elect my MP, and that I have to elect. This is very, very burning question, and only voter can answer. I spoiled my political system myself. My MP thinks, why should we worry for voters? Because voter doesn't vote in practical level to MP, though by name it goes to MP, but voter does not know who is MP. Did you ever seek any presence of MP in your area? Never. Did you know who is your MP? Maybe some people know by some other reasons, but common man, common citizen does not know. So what is relation left? This relation we have to understand in thorough, because it impacts every other organ. This is, you can say, entry of a home. This is entry level of home. This is gate of your system that MP sits. MP is my gatekeeper. MP is my guard. MP Lok Sabha I am talking. That MP is my gatekeeper. That MP is my driver. That MP is my guard. That MP is my director. That MP is my advisor. And that MP has to tell me what is being done and what has to be done and what is my aspiration is. And he has to respect my aspiration in capacity as my attorney. My specific power is given to that MP. I least bother to which party that MP belongs to. As far as I recognize that MP, I value that MP candidate. That is what citizen has to think. If my guard is not available and I reach inside, it's called intrusion. That area is prohibited. I can be prosecuted, just like it's written in every area. This area is prohibited. Trespassers shall be prosecuted. You have seen these types of boards. I don't want to be trespassers. I want to be a genuine person there, just with entry gate pass and go. Realize what I'm saying. This is a common statement, but very powerful meaning behind that. And every citizen must understand this. Think, we have around 550 members there in Lok Sabha. Just imagine how much you are spending on them. It's a big money, huge money. Fund you are spending on them. But for what? What's purpose? If I do not allow any role for that person in government management and in national management, what's purpose of that MP? Did you ever think 70 years have gone, we missed it, but should we miss it now? Now what happens? Without understanding our relation with legislature or executive or judiciary or others. We ignore everything. Oh, leave it, leave it. When you vote, what do you think? Common concept is that you are going to elect a government or prime minister. This is common thinking. Because natural it is, people won't go into details, and these political people keep you off from these details. There is no education as such, common education to educate people know about system. They say, oh, there is constitution, they will read it. And how many of us do read constitution? Just survey yourself. How many do of us just take interest in that? Except advocates, they are professional. Advocates or judges, they are professionals. Otherwise, how many people, of course, take interest? I don't think more than 0.5%. Or professors or law teachers. Only those people, or those people who are in very high positions like secretaries or you can say ministers. Maybe ministers don't do that, probably because I don't trust in ministers. So we miss something. We miss something and we expect results without contributing our forces into that, our, you can say, our participation. We don't want participation and we want results. This is very elementary consideration I am now discussing, and which has excessive weight in this. If you want to change this country's pollution, if you want to remove pollution from our system, then you have to do something. Don't depend on political parties first of all. Why should I worry about political parties? My first question to myself is, why should I worry about political parties? After all, what I have to take from them? They are, of course, institutions, but those are not constitutional institutions. Political parties are statutory under People's Representation Act, and they have their way. There can be thousands of political parties, and you can also constitute your own political party. Law doesn't bar you. This means it's like a private management, though it is statutory, it is registered one. You cannot say exactly it's private, but function is private. You have to report your everything, you have to report to someone else, but activity is private. So why should I worry about some private activity? My question is very different. Means I'm not criticizing it, I'm just trying to calculate where you stand in relation to these political parties. Of course, we have direct relation to legislature, and legislature is a staircase that leads to slab, floor, which is government. Floor is government, steps are legislature. If steps are not there, government cannot be there, floor cannot be there. So what should we do? If your representative is active, if your representative thinks for you, plans for you, talks to you, and you talk to him or her, both know each other, both are serious about each other, and then my problem he has to think about and communicate it to legislature and work it out if it happens. But this is not happening. You want to communicate your problem to legislature, you cannot communicate because you don't have your delegate there, you don't have your deputy there. Your MP is no one to you because he doesn't know you, you don't know him. So purpose of that representation is void. You are not drawing any benefit from your representative whom you elected for this position, because you elected someone else by virtue, you elected in your mind prime ministers or some party. You did not elect a person, which is your mistake, and also mistake of that person, because that person is only interested in position and not in service to people. That person wants that job of MP, but he doesn't want to serve people because he is bound by loyalty either to party or to prime minister or to opposition leaders. This drawback must be corrected because it is demerit. Merit doesn't exist here. Merit has been defeated, but Constitution doesn't defeat that. Constitution mandates that, but we don't understand that. Nowhere in Constitution demands that you elect prime ministers. This is very important statement I make every time. Nowhere in Constitution it demands that you elect political party. Nowhere it demands. It just demands that you have to constitute Lok Sabha. Article 81. By direct vote, adult suffrage or voter is required to elect MP Lok Sabha. This much you cannot understand, unfortunately. So simple it is. In one line it is. This one line changes or destructs your system. Remember, you are just neglecting one sentence of this article and you have spoiled your complete legislature. You completely spoil that. That is where problem lies in. My pathology says, my diagnosis says, this problem must be set right. This requirement must be set right. Constitution has no deficiency. Our minds have deficiency. We have been misled by all political parties, A to Z. These political parties do not respect this article. They have their own management and they misled people. Whole 70 years. Elect Indira Gandhi, elect Rajiv Gandhi, elect Atal Bihari, elect Modi, and elect ABC or D, which is not constitutional requirement at all. Just realize this, how narrowly, how minutely we have been deceived by these political parties. We have been made fool. Educated people were made fool and we pleasantly got foolish. Oh, I belong to this party, I support this party, and I support this person. For what? For defeating your own constitution? It's their profession, it's their shop. Political party is nothing but a commercial business. It's a shop. It's a factory of money making, nation looting. It's a factory. It's industry. It's not your company. It's their company. Why should I worry about them? Why should I worry about them? They will tell you everything. Oh, if you don't elect us, no stability in government, no stability in this, no stability in that. Well, I'm not going to elect government. Why should I worry about that? But I am worried about that because I am not reading document. I am serious for that thing which is not me. It's for me. I'm not serious about that power that I have. I am forgetting my responsibility. I'm taking responsibility of someone else. It's not mine. That is problem is there's a responsibility clash. There's a conflict between articles and there's conflict between people and political parties. And we have virtually changed our system to political party system, which is nothing. It's not existing at all. You read our constitution and show me where is political party requirement. There is no article that mandates that there is a political party or there must be a political party, but we just assumed. I don't know why. There are lakhs of economical people in this country, arts people in this country, political science people in this country, and professionals in the country, and everybody least bothers. They are educated. You can say our society is educated, very well educated, but we have shortage of thinkers. I have discovered there's no link between highest education and thinker. There's no link at all. If you are educated, it doesn't mean you are thinker, because you have bound, you grill yourself by that education, not more than that. And there's where education fails. If your education does not open your mind, that education is useless. Yes, it is certified one. You have a very big certificate. You may be fellow level. You can post it on your wall, show it to others. I am this. You write after your name. Big membership. Big degrees. PhD degrees, postdoctoral, fellow. But you are not thinkers. And there is no university in this country or even in world that certifies you are a thinker. Thinker and education must be relevant, but we have no relevance here. It's not a criticism telling you, I'm not undermining those people who are very well educated, but they are ignorant. And if you are ignorant, you will not think. Think is basic philosophy of everyone. A person who is not educated at all also thinks. A lowest category worker thinks, and even dog thinks, don't forget. But we don't think. To some extent, every animal also thinks, but we don't think. That's the problem. That is root of all problems in this country. And thinking means analysis. If you think, you will analyze. And if you analyze, you will find problem where problem lies. And you find problem means it's a part of research or operational research. And that research shall tell you what you have to do. And that is called solution. And that solution we apply, and that you do further research, and you'll find better solution, and then best solution. Like that chain continues. But that process we have never learned. Because we never thought what is critical thinking and what is supercritical thinking. Okay, cram it if you can't understand it and pass examination. Just that's all. I want a certificate of degree, post-degree, doctorate degree, or chartered degree, whatever it is. That's good for me. I get a job. This means my education leads me to job. That's it. I must get a job because I'm educated. Fine, you have a right to job. But after that, you are in job, okay. I enjoy my life. No research on job. Just stay there, get monthly salary and go do your job. My job description I'm complying with. You are complying with undefined job description, but you are not creating your job description. A person who is educated must even improve job description on his own. How many of us do that? There is no job description of President of India. There is no job description of Prime Minister of India. There is no job description of MP of this country. Where are their job descriptions? Did you ever ask a question yourself? I am voting to this MP, but what job that MP shall do for me? Constitution doesn't define that. What is job description? Constitution keeps silence. Okay, fine. But Constitution doesn't bar you to create that job description. When a company organization can define this is job description of your position, why can't you define being owner of this country what job description MP is, or Prime Minister is, or Minister is, or President is? Did you ever define? We never define job description. Whose fault is this? Okay, no problem. You cannot define in Constitution. Did you ever practically define when these people come to your votes? What's your job? Yes. In oath it is defined. When they undertake oath, they define, I will abide by this Constitution. I'll keep secrecy on all things. But this is not job description, this is direction. So you abide by constitution. This is even for every citizen. I am a citizen, I am supposed to abide by constitution. That's my duty. That's my allegiance. And I have to keep secrecy. That's also true. As a citizen, I have to keep secrecy for this country's secrets. That's my true. I agree with that. But these are directions. Where is description? Even for the smallest job you join, there's a definition. This you have to do, this you have to do, and this you have to do and don'ts. But for this position, which rules my country, which is empowered heights, who will define job? Ram shall come, or Krishna shall come, or Jesus shall come, or who shall come? Why are we not thinking? MP knows it very well. Once I become MP, my life is solved. My problems are solved. Nobody can ask me anything. I enjoy my life. Of course, he's right. MP is right. Because no qualification is mandated. No job description is mandated. Only position where there is no academical qualification is required. No professional qualification is required. No other, you can say, specific requirements there. In some countries, there is a definition, there is a specific mandate, you have to join military for 2 or 3 years. That is also not existing. So after all, this is best, you can say business or profession without having any qualification. You be MP once or MLA once and enjoy forever. Right? So that is best management, I think, country has given to world. Powers, facilities without any responsibility. So our MP is having power without having any responsibility, and same applies to all other people in executive as well as elsewhere. Even in judiciary, there's no accountability. Post is there, powers are there, but no accountability. Everybody is immunized, immunity is granted. But this immunity is not guaranteed to you when you job somewhere, you work somewhere. You are bound by that job and responsibility and accountability. This is difference, because we accept everything, right or not right. We accept everything, dead or alive. We never question. That is our weakness, if we never question. A student is better than us because the student questions. And teacher hesitates to answer. A small kid questions, baby questions parent, and parents don't answer. But as much as we grow, we stop questioning, we forget our childhood, we forget our studentship, we just keep silent. Okay, I'll read myself later on. I feel hesitated in class to question because I'm grown up. I feel shy of what my colleague would say, what my classmate would say. He could not understand this. So I feel it is insult. I'm not open. I'm bound by my respect, not by my knowledge. If I have deficiency, I must be frank to say I don't understand. What's wrong with that? But no. Others would think you cannot understand. This is a silly guy. He doesn't mind that one. That is our build-up character. This is what we are learning actually. We have to learn, but we are missing learning. We are learning subjects just to pass examination, not to apply in life. This is we are missing in future times. We are going to miss operational research, which requires check every year, examination on every stage of activity. That we are going to miss. And that is where we lack. Only country in this world who lack this. But now people are changing due to world pressure, due to world systems are coming to us. But that is negligible. On blanket you say there is no control as such. Just saying I am ISO certified, I am OSHA certified, I am SEGMA certified, I am that certified, all blanket, cover up, curtain at window, nothing else. This is very serious. I'm talking about serious issue. Very serious issue. Means we are struggling free people. We don't have to struggle. We can struggle for our at honor levels. From I can say, approach struggle is there. If your job is not done by someone, you start approaching through someone. Means you say my source is there, my source access. It's called source. Have some source? Yes, I have source. So everybody is interconnected with source management, not with natural resource management. We not natural competency management. Competency, forget it. Consistency, forget it. What is required? Either source management or caste management or religion management. That is required. Means ultimately we are going back to raw material, not to refined material. Raw material, in a sense, I can say, when you are not educated very well, you are raw. You are not refined. Your mind is blank, it's having rubbish in that, or having nothing in that. It's raw, because you know nothing. You can be used by refining. You are a material that will be used, so you are material. Is it graded material or not graded material? It is cohesive or not cohesive? That depends. But you are a material. But if you're educated, you're supposed to be refined, tempered, hardened. But you are not doing that. You're not proving that. Because you're not doing quality work. You're not proving your quality system, your safety, you're reliable. So we don't own that as well. So this means we have many setbacks in our system, our own created, and we cannot blame others for that. We have treatment and that can be applied, but nobody shall apply that. We all are easygoing people. Easygoing. Don't worry about anything. Let it go as it is. You cannot change it. Don't change it. People say that. Why are you talking? You are talking something to do. Is your control? Can you change it? Yes, I cannot change it. I can gossip it. I can weep. I can cry. I can complain. I can criticize. But I cannot change it. I can say government is bad. Prime Minister is bad. Minister is bad. MP is bad. But I cannot change it. Though I am voting, I cannot change it. All are same. I cannot change it. So who shall change it? How other countries are managing, how can you not manage that way? In 1-2 year, 4-time elections conducted in Spain because they were not successful. Third election is going to be conducted in Israel because they were not successful. Another election took place, happened in England because Brexit failed. Only you are in trouble. You are only in trouble. Change is necessary if required. Change is essential if required. Otherwise, your life cannot change. Your development cannot change. You cannot refine. You cannot operate if you are in stagnant water. If your water is stagnant, it will get polluted. It will get turbidity. It will not be filtered. It will stay there, breed mosquitoes. And that is where your country is about. You are not taking care of change. And if you are not taking care of change, you cannot change your fortunes. You cannot change your standards. You cannot change anything. And your goods nobody will buy. Your products nobody will buy because you can't change it. Change doesn't mean excessive change. I don't want to say that. Change should also be limited. Because change is different. Change management, change product, change nation. You have to change yourself. That is required. If you change yourself, you can change everything. You have to understand relations with your organizations, your organs, your institutions, your constitution, and then you can change. You are not going to spend money on that because money you're already spending, but you are not getting results. That's the problem. You are spending a lot on your systems. You are not getting in return anything. You are spending money. You cannot avoid that because system is working, though it's floppy. It's not efficient because of our ignoring it. If you are sure, you can read it, you can check it, you can alarm it, you change it. And my only threshold talk is that think at stage 1. 0 you can say, not even 1, 0 says, which says you elect your representative to talk on your behalf. You are just that point you have to control. Because your relation, number 1, is to legislature. Then legislature relation is moved to executive by your representative. And if your legislature is fine, is hard, it's active, strong, all others shall conduct accordingly. Even judiciary shall be bound to change, which is a requirement. Executive shall change, and ultimately public shall change. There is a reason for that. These political parties shall not allow you change because they don't want change. They are selfish people. Their want is, their desire is that they should survive, not constitution. If they don't survive, they will finish themselves. They will go away. And they can survive only if they mislead you. They impose their candidates on you without asking you. Tell me which political party ever asked you which candidate you prefer. They just impose on you and you accept that without even knowing who that person is. Is this fact or not? Every party flouts its candidates and they say you vote to prime ministers. You don't worry about this candidate. You're not required to know about candidate because just see that face. Indra, Modi or else. Look at that face first and then vote. And this lower tier, forget it. We'll take care of that. They will take care of your representative and they will turn that person to their representative, not your representative. Means they are buying you indirectly your vote, telling you, don't worry about this, we'll take care of that. And we accept that. Whose fault is that? My representative, that guy shall decide. Why? It's my representative, not your representative. Per law, according to constitution, it's my person. Voters person, not prime minister person, not party persons. I have to decide or you have to decide. You're imposing on me your candidate and then asking me vote. This means I am voting to your preferred candidate, not my preferred candidate. This is calculative calculation. Political parties shall never ask you or teach you about this. They shall never teach you. Because if they teach you and accept this, they will go forever. Either they have to bring that type of candidate which suits you. That candidate won't be available because all are corrupt. Birth corrupt. Party corrupt. All are corrupt. And you want an honest person, dedicated, committed person. From where they will bring? Because they don't have those person with them. Every party, you know, takes money from candidates to give them ticket. This is well-known fact. It's nothing new, not rocket science. No, some takes less, some takes more. Everybody takes. If that candidate has to pay money to political party just to get candidate nomination, then that person has to spend also crores and crores and crores during election. So that person is buying this position. If MP is the means, suppose that person has to give 5 crores or 10 crores, I don't know how much actual, to political system, party, and then spend another 25 to 20 or 30 crores or 40 crores in that campaign. This is, that person has invested 50 crores, say, for a big constituency. You think this is representative? You think so? My 50 crore has gone, and you are threatening me that I'm your representative. I'm not your representative. I have to take this money back. I lost my money. I have to recoup it with interest and profit. Where is representation? Forget it. That's only in Constitution. And I bother about Constitution. I bother about my money. What are you talking of? Are you nonsense? Okay, you voted me. Doesn't matter. You didn't vote me. You vote to Prime Minister or party. Ask that party. Why asking me? This must be an answer in mind of that candidate. Though he won't speak like that, but his mind tells that. Why shall that person work for you? Shall you work if you spend 50 crores? Shall you work for me? This, why don't you understand? Why don't you understand? Why should someone join political party? That is the reason that one gets ticket. If not today, tomorrow, after a decade, after some time, once I get this, and when my life is built, I am public person, I am celebrity, I am constitutional person, I am VIP, or I am this and that, and you are wherever you are, only voter. No problem. I have sympathy with you, my voter. I am with you all time, don't worry. I am standing where you're standing. And after that, thank you very much. I am going my Mercedes. I am going to my house in North Block or wherever. And that's all. Bye bye, Luton. I live in Luton, John. Why are you talking? Don't talk to me, a slum guy. This is reality, fact of life, of democracy. So you want this democracy or you respect Constitution, you have to decide. You're your judge, you're your advocate, you're your thinker. I can only advise and bring to your notice what is required. It's your discipline, it's your portfolio to decide about. Constitution you have to mandate or imaginary world you have to maintain. There are two words. Every time I repeat. There is one constitution, which is a book, which is used just for oath ceremony. And after that, that is put somewhere else in your drawer or in your almirah or I don't know where. After that, no one is interested to read that. No one is interested. Only sometimes those people read it who argue in parliament, in either house. For references of articles only they speak. Otherwise, they also don't need it. I have seen many times. Congress people even are debating and they were referring something from Constitution and which they never knew it existed. One MP from Congress was arguing in debate and said, oh, a speaker asked him, show me where is the Constitution. And that person has telling pages of Constitution and he could not find and diverted issues themselves. Because he just threw in air. Oh, according to Constitution, this speaker just pointed out. Tell me which article refers to that. Telling pages, and then he started something else. This is what your MPs are. Congress, BJP, all same, no difference. All are same. No serious person is there. If you are MP, at least Constitution you should know. I'm not saying you know in expressive way or in a specialized way, but at least what is where you should know or you should not know. So where is quality then? If my representative cannot work in Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha per Constitution, or he cannot know things from Constitution, questions and references of Constitution, of what for that MP is then my peer is better than MP. At least my peer knows files. My clerk knows files. And he knows computer, how to operate. You know nothing. You are representing lakhs of people. Somewhere 10 lakhs, somewhere 15 lakhs, somewhere 20 lakhs. You are representing masses. But you don't know what is your job. If people have not defined, you have to define what you have to do. But you are not even seen in our houses. Hardly sometimes you see Lok Sabha, 50, 100. Means that decorum is required. Quorum is required. Not house. It's a faulty law actually. There should be no quorum. Quorum has limited something. People are not present. Members are not present. So what for? We are paying them. Somebody is taking tea, somebody is taking food, somebody is absent, somebody never comes, and they are representatives. If my representative doesn't go to house to take part in debates or in bills or in whatever way participation is required, I don't understand what purpose is solved. Well, where's my representation? What my deputy is doing? I call deputy means my representative. Where is that person to whom I voted for 5 years to work here? That person is not working. He has gone to USA for something. He's gone to England for operation. He has gone somewhere else. He's not seen in my Lok Sabha. And that's what I see. Oh, where is my MP? I don't know where my MP is. I have to search where is this. It's not available in Google. It's not available somewhere else. Oh, where my MP has gone. I have lost my MP. I don't know where is that. I'm not finding him in the constituency. I'm not finding him in the office. I'm not finding him at home. Where is that? He's not responding to my mail. What is that guy? Oh, I lost my vote. Sorry, I regret it. Next time I won't vote him. But I vote again. If not this one, someone else. So what for are you voting then? The point comes in. I raise my point of order to myself. What for I'm voting? I am voting for that MP who doesn't know me and I don't know him and he's not working for me. He's not even responding to me. I'm not asking questions. I'm able to access to him. And that person is off ground. And I found him somewhere polishing shoe of prime ministers or opposition leaders. How did I point for that? I voted for that to go and polish shoe or press pen of some leaders. Not at all. It's always seen with him walking and I'm with Prime Minister walking, I'm a great man. This was not the purpose of a vote. Why are you working for Prime Ministers? You are my representative. What relation with Prime Ministers? Yes, if you are Minister, fine, that's something else. As MP, you have no right to work Prime Minister because you are legislature and Prime Minister is not part of legislature. Prime Minister is part of executive. But you are showing your status with him. So where is my status then? Is it a good deliberation or a bad deliberation? Tell me. You think yourself. My MP is a scrap, it's waste, and I am wasting my vote and money for it. But unfortunately, I cannot resign. I'll force him to resign. I cannot force him to resign. Otherwise, I would catch hold of that collar of that MP and throw him out. That should be spirit. But no. You cannot enter house. And you cannot enter his home without his permission. Because God is there. Or you call police and say, oh, see, this person has come and attacked me. Now I'll become a terrorist. This MP shall make me terrorist. I appointed him and I'm terrorist. I voted to him and I'm terrorist. Means Constitution has been blown up already. My MP thinks he's bigger than me, he's superior to me. Strange. Why I am voter then? This article has got no meaning, or Constitution has no meaning, or we have no meaning. We have to select who is hopeless. Who will select? Think on. Does any relation exist between a voter and legislature? Because this relation is going to decide many questions, answers. Otherwise, you cannot get any quality management of this country. If your relation fails to your MP, government fails, judiciary fails, system fails. Because you are having key of legislature which generates government, and that government generates judiciary. There's a triangular management. Your MP elects PM, that's the way one line is finished. Your MP elects Prime Minister and approves Council of Ministers, though it's not provided in Constitution, but it must be that as legislator, you have to approve your Council of Ministers. And then line, these 2 points join a line, make a line. If you join these 2 points, and then there's a third point, is orthogonal to this line, or isosceles triangle is created where the point exists for judiciary, and this judiciary point is supported by government cabinet. So this triangle is there, and key of triangle is vote, is with voter. Adult franchise or adult suffrage, it's called in law, in Constitution. So key of all this is with master voter. Voter can unlock legislature, voter can unlock executive and judiciary sitting at home, remote control. But voter does not understand this. Voter only understands misled support because he has been misled. Voter is misled. Oh, I have to elect PM, I have to elect government. However, nobody says during election that this is member of parliament election. Oh, you have to elect government, we have to elect PM. Who is this time coming in? This journalist asked this question. Unfortunate question, irrelevant question, question based on complete fake information, but people want this type of question, answer this question. It happens in every election. Nobody thinks of quality of MP or MLA that is required for an active, a promoted, an enthusiastic, injected democracy, not what we are enjoying and operating. This is completely fake, imaginary, irrelevant, rubbish, foundationless democracy we are maintaining. Just abuse of constitution and abuse of innocent public. Because public has practiced this for 70 years, they don't want to understand something else. They never try to read constitution, never tried what constitution demands, just what they say is okay, what political party is okay. Oh yes, we need a stable government and we need this and that. We just, you can say, shut down our constitution by talking as such. You need good MLA, you need good MP, only then nation can move. Otherwise, election of PM is completely hoax, election of CM is completely hoax, and those people know it. Legislative body knows it, executive body knows it, judiciary knows it, but they are helpless because people don't know it. They know what we can do, people do like that. Blame comes onto people, but they don't educate. Our media does not educate. Our school teachers don't educate. They just think it's a part of syllabus, and we never learn by our own efforts. That's where we fail. We want to repeat what happens in England or what happens in America. That's what we are just to symmetrically repeat that, which is wrong. We forget they were masters. They are civilized. They can change laws. They can adopt laws. They are dynamic society, but we are sleeping society. We are sleeping. If we are not sleeping, we should be innovative. We are not innovative. We just waste our time, waste our resources, waste our money for no gains, and that's what we are doing. We are spending time in elections, months and months we spend in Lok Sabha elections. We spend a lot of money, lot of manpower, and lot and other items. But what do we gain? Just 550 useless MPs we gain. Because people don't know who they are, but they're elected. We just celebrate, oh, this man has been elected prime minister, oh, this man, oh, we can change the nation now because this man has come as prime minister, or this man has come as minister, or this. Only in that drug, in that narcotic world we are living, which has no relation to us. We forget facts of life. Until we understand this, we cannot change system. Judiciary can change only when there is good government. Otherwise, they know, oh, they will not accept our proposals. Why should judiciary depend upon government? That is a question. My relation to legislature is, but there should be a different relation between executive and judiciary. Why should they depend on government? Judiciary should have its own power to elect its people, to appoint its staff and judges. Why government is involved? Or let legislatures appoint it. Let legislature approve appointment of judges. Why should government involve itself? Because then interest is generated. Judges fear, oh, if we don't support this government, if we deliver this judgment against the government, they will harass us. They will blackmail us without speech. And that's what's happening. Let judges be appointed by legislature or by them, so that we just provide funds to them. Why it doesn't happen like this? If you want quality in that one, provide quality. It's not happening. Every society person must have representation there. It's not happening. So how can we change this nation? And remember, if judiciary is not healthy, if judiciary is not active, if judiciary sleeps, if judiciary is ignorant, law and order cannot be controlled. Why there is so much crime? Because delayed decisions, delayed judgments. That is only reason. This means all our organs, let it be legislative, let it be executive, judiciary or others, are all just enjoying their positions without any accountability. MP does not take any accountability. Minister does not take any accountability. Judge does not take any accountability. All are immune from responsibilities, accountability, obligations. Who takes accountability? A poor person, taxpayer, a laborer, employee, ordinary citizen, kid of this nation. They take responsibility of all liabilities, while these liabilities are created by these people in high offices. They are all cleared of responsibilities. Strange, you are so high, you enjoy forever without any responsibility and accountability. This is our democracy, you think? This is democracy or this is deferocracy? You have to decide yourself. This is, you can say, insane management or this is sensible management. You have to decide yourself. What actually we aspire in future? Do you want to move in this way as we are moving, or we have to change complete direction by electing reliable people? This is very big question for future, because time has come that some change is going to happen now soon. Turmoil cannot be controlled without change. Turbulence can settle only when there is some change or some injection is given, imparted to this state of motion which is happening now. Movement is at high intensity and day by day is increasing, and government is incapable to respond to this movement or to contain this movement. This movement cannot be contained because this is not political movement. This movement is operated automatically by people of this country, and day by day it is intensifying to higher levels. People have lost trust in government. People have become fearless of police. They are ready to be beaten. They are ready to accept all atrocities that have been designed or will be designed against them. but they are not going to yield, not going to surrender. This means a flare is working. Flare, where fire exists at top, that flare is already working. Started. Political parties are down. People lost trust in political parties. Government is down. People don't trust in government. Parliament is down because people don't trust in parliament as well. And judiciary is silent, just watching, and people stop trusting in judiciary. So there is a triangular failure, spherical, triangular, and every failure is there, which means change is going to come soon. It is clearly visible. Change is coming. So we have to be ready to deal with change. And of course, possibly, I cannot say with guarantee, but I can say by my mental calculation that maybe we have to elect again legislature of this country. Possibly. It is certain. 95% is certain. 5% I cannot say because miracles can happen. Some change is certainly visible in coming weeks or months, or possibly I cannot answer, but you have to check yourself, because situation is not normal and such turbulence has to recede one day. And how much time shall it take to recede, to come back from turbulence level to laminar level of flow? Could be months, could be years, but certainly change is on cards. Constitution is there. It is seen that people trust in constitution, which is welcome step, welcome development. I thought till now that people condemn constitution, but ground reality is speaking something else. People actually upgraded trust in constitution, and that is big development. People are not interested in religious affairs, they are interested in national affairs. This is common people response. People are not interested in religious issues, they are interested in national issues, in economical issues, financial issues, issues related to nation and society, development issues, progress issues, education issues, health issues. People have aspirations for those, which is really brilliant. This means society is active, not totally passive. People know what they want, but they do not speak. They do not express, but they prefer that. They want good future, collaborative future, integrated society future. That is what people, I understand, that they are interested in, not in what these political parties are thought of. And it is really surprising for all these political parties, including BJP, Congress and all, that they never dreamed like this. That just count from 1947 and to 2020, this is first time that political leaders have been condemned by public, have been regarded helpless. They are valueless now. Political party leaders have been thrust on walls. Public has itself become leaders, and that is big revolt against system, against government, against political parties, not against constitution. Constitution is being kept on heads. They are taking oath of preambles. They are taking oath of constitution. Means people have lost trust in representatives and in ministers and in judiciary. They are not ready to submit to anyone, and this is alarming. That's why I'm saying this great change is expected soon. Yesterday I saw in Supreme Court lawyers came on roads, Jantar Mantar. They are opposing this CAA. This means thinking is going on everywhere at higher levels. Maybe judges thinking same, and maybe many parliamentarians thinking same, but they are not able to speak. They cannot open their mouths because of some fear. But how long? One day, scene has to be made open and secrets will come out. Once people of all ages are on streets and roads, no one can stop that movement. That is natural. Because they are not coming on roads because of certain election. They are not standing or contesting any seat. They are just coming for expressing their views, expressing their anger, expressing the anguish to public and to system that you all are failure. We want something else. You are not able to deliver that, so we are condemning you. This is very big declaration by public of all ages, not a particular age. And here are missing so far professionals. That's why I say professionals, think now. Just don't be doctor, think for nation. Just don't be solely engineer, think for nation. Think for public, we are supposed to serve. Otherwise, public shall not respect you. This is an opportunity for everyone to speak about some lapses of government and legislature. They think they are honor of this country, but they forget that you are real honor. Citizen of this country is your honor. Citizen value is understood now. What is the value of citizenship? So far it was just, oh, you are citizen, okay, no problem. It was taken as nothing. But what citizen is? It is really being understood now that it is a constitutional manager. It is only for citizens all these organs are working. It's only for citizens all institutions are working. And that is great answer, great achievement. Every citizen should be proud of that. You have to draw pride from that you are citizen. Citizen who creates every organ. Citizen who is authority on constitution. Citizen who is honor of this country. That point people try to understand now. And this is a threatening call. This is a threatening awareness to legislature, executive as well as judiciary, that you cannot move like this forever as you are moving with. You have to change your actions, you have to change your speed, and you have to be serious because people are being serious. People were ignoring because of some reason, but now people have gathered together and they have integrated themselves rather than fractioning, rather than isolation or differentiation. They have come together as cohesive matrix. They are adhering to each other, and that is, you can say, constitutionally, it is very brilliant because what preamble says that you have to create friendship, you have to create fraternity, you have to create individual dignity, unity, and integrity of this nation. And that's what's happening. Fractions are being removed from people. They are getting relinked and united as team of Bharat, people of Bharat. This legislature failed to understand and executive failed to understand. But people have given informal direction to all organs, conduct adequately, properly, or else. We have exit gate, you can go. That situation is not normal. That is very alarming, emergent situation. And if these people don't understand all political parties, then they would not stay there. These youth would come up, maybe they form political party or they do without that. These representatives shall be replaced perfectly forever. This is enormous command that we are getting from public. Public never speaks lucid, they speak like this. Their expressions speak, their faces speak, their degree of anger speaks. They cannot script in a script that is required for a professional, but expression, body language, anger, criticism, that speak. What was there? You used to you used to speak against government and you are given a certificate, verbatim certificate, you're anti-national. You speak about something about someone else, you are anti-national or you are pro-Congress. There were some specific titles were given to public. For example, if I write or speak against BJP or Modi, I would say, oh, you are anti-national or you are chamcha of Congress. These were new titles, uncertified by presidents, were given by certain people who are unable to understand what we are. Well, I'm not saying that this is their fault. They are ill-informed. Ill information can create situation like that. This is not their fault because they were not taught about this. They never cared about that. They thought that everything is their world. A frog in well, what frog thinks? They thought this. Well, frog doesn't think what is a river and what is sea. That is what they use. So same thing is happening. But my point of concentration is that we citizens of this country have to decide future course of action. Political people have done whatever they had to do. They converted our organizations, our institutions into their commercial business. Means they want to serve, but they want to serve at cost of what? At what cost? If my MP has to spend 50 crores and then come to become MP, I don't need that type of MP. I don't need that MP. Because I'm not a market. My vote is not a commodity to be sold. I cannot sell my vote. And this MP is a businessman. This political party has converted to a business shop. They invest money and come to governance and they earn money. And this is happening. Nothing secret. Nothing secret is there. It's very true that they are abusing their power of constitution for their friends. It's no secret now. They are doing whatever they want to do. Government is doing every act which should not do. They are doing everything. And we are not stopping them because we have no power to stop them. And opposition who could stop them is also, I think, they're also taking it easy. Because they did maybe they did in their times. So opposition and government, which should be at loggerheads, are, I think, having hands in hands shaking. So that's why voter is upset. That's why citizen is upset. There is a limit to digest something. Instead of helping citizens solving their problems, working hard day and night to solve their problems, these politicians are taking it for granted. But how far? How far can you be full public? How far can you cheat by your promises? There's limit to everything. And that is significant for every citizen now at this stage to think on. Ultimately, you have to think. You have to think, find solutions. And if you cannot find solutions, you will jeopardize this nation. This nation shall move on a dangerous path. It's a very dangerous path. We are, of course, we cannot condemn our constitution at no cost. We cannot imagine something else. We have to be standard. We have to be standing together as citizens, keeping abreast our frictions, and that unity should come from top educated people, because without them we cannot move forward. Even if they don't cooperate, I don't know them well, why they are avoiding this movement. It's public movement. It's not political movement. Of course, some political parties are trying to enter into that fray, but they won't be successful because people are not based on political powers here. People are on their own, and this is where fire lies in. Political party movement is always invested movement, means there for self-interest, for their own interest, but here national interest is raised in, and which is very positive, I think. Maybe it takes time, but either everybody has to correct themselves, everybody has to come to points and start working together in national interest, or people are going to throw them forever. And here, when we are going to throw them, we have to find then how to replace them. That is very important. Maybe, I don't know, this year elections could be conducted or next year. I cannot say that, but circumstances are indicating that the people do not trust these organizations now, particularly legislature and government. It's a question of bringing confidence motion or no confidence motion. That is part of parliament, but public have already started that. Of course, there is an encounter from government side just to create a scene that there are people who are supporting them, but that is no meaning. That is no meaning. Because your approach is wrong. If you want it, you are seek support for your acts, you should have done before. Now you have done everything, and you are seeking support, has no meaning. It's illogical. If you have done, you have passed some legislature, and now you are asking people to support it. You already passed it. Which support you want? No meaning of support. This is complete misleading people way. You are misleading everyone. Why you want everyone? Act has been notified. It's enforced. What support you are asking? Means you are trying to be super cheater. No meaning. Complete nonsense. You are doing again. One mistake you made, and you are doing another mistake. Keep silent if you have done it. Let people decide. Let people decide. You already decided. Your MPs have already decided. MPs have failed public here. All MPs, irrespective of those who opposed it. Just opposition is not adequate. You had to stop them. You did not have courage to encounter government of what for MP are, only for talks. If government doesn't listen to what you to do, you did nothing. You did nothing against those people who are fighting with people, who are killing people. You're just giving press conferences, that's it. Is that final answer? You did not come on road, you did not come to lead public. You should have done that. People are coming on their own. Why did you not come in the beginning? Why did you struggle on the road? You missed that. You misunderstood people. Government misunderstood. Opposition misunderstood. People know you very well now. People have known that neither government is with them and nor opposition is with them. Both have been, you can say, thrashed, and you cannot recover it. You wasted time. You just thought of, I don't know what fears behind you. But remember, government could threaten you for of ED or CBI, but to public they cannot threaten. This is problem with government. You cannot say, okay, ED, go and catch this student. Yes, you can say to police, beat them, and police beat them actually. They were beaten. So more and more environment developed against you because of your foolishness. You are asking police to beat your own children, and you feel no shame on that. That is your outlook. Do more this way and you lose more support. Do it again and again, and they will push you out of your offices. They will push you out from positions and you will go away. You want that state? That is called uprising. Do you know that? People are just demonstrating, yet they are not on acts en route to uprise. And I don't think that they should do uprising because this is not in national interest. But you should be smart enough to prevent it. This is your job because you are controlling everyone, your government. And opposition's job to help it. And if you both do that, then both have to go. There's no way for your protection. There's no shield at work. Both have to go. And that is what I think this nation is waiting for. It's not alone now question of CA or NRC or something like that. It's different question. It's question much more powerful than this, and that is save Constitution. Abide by Constitution. And those who cannot abide by this Constitution, you are well to go. You will go. You were welcome. Now, well, go. This is what public wants to tell you. If you cannot help people, if you cannot help them, thank you very much. You can go. You'll pick someone else. This is what public passing message to you, if you understand. And if you cannot understand, go to school and learn lessons better. Public will take control of this nation, don't worry. They know it very well. Or speak your man ki baat and sleep. That's an alternative. You did something wrong to this country, and this country shall suffer. On that account, people brought a change in last 5-6 years, but that change has not done what it was required to do. This change has been physical change only, not, or you can say, truly soul change of this nation. You are just a person in government who speaks for nothing. Just speak and speak and speak, no solution. Therefore, what I do say to voters, to citizens, better start thinking now. Don't be panic. Don't be in panic otherwise later. If you can decide your good candidate, whosoever, in national interest, and think for that for future, you will make this country better. And you can raise your voice now. Otherwise, you will feel forever that you missed that. Okay, you can raise your voice, raise it, help nation. That would work for better future for this country. And you'll be happy that you did something. You participated in that movement, because this is movement of public. Movement of public. They seek your help. They expect you support them. And if you don't support them, they will remember forever that you were not there when there was a requirement, and you will repent all time to come. Many Modis would come and go. Many Congress would come and go. Who bothers? But the public shall remain there. Shall remain there. And that's what you're missing something. Well, I didn't want to talk to you like this, but I am feeling unease, believe me. I am feeling unease from all these happenings, that something is wrong somewhere. We are missing some secret somewhere, and that secret is punching me, that I have to discuss with you something. And if you can learn it, you can understand it, it would help you and your nation. I will continue this relations between public to institutions because this is very essential to know. And once you know it, by talks or by practice, you will understand, which is very important. Can't be ignored at any cost. And if you ignore it, we shall ignore ourselves. That's what I can pass my message to you, that don't waste your time. Think, think, and find solution to this problem. Don't leave it to government or to those who do not solve it. Because we have to be there in picture in whatever capacity, either a speaker or listener or whatever else you can find yourself. And with this, I would say today I'll just stop at this one and continue later on. Thank you very much. Jai Bharat, Dhanyavad.